There is one short sentence I add to the end of almost all of my prompts that helps me save time and produce so much better results. Whether I'm using ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, or some other AI tool, I use this additional sentence probably 50 times a day. That's how powerful it is, and I want to share it with you. First, I want to show you the output without adding this special line of text. In this example here in Gemini, I want to produce a fairly simple illustrated image of a messy lawn on the left-hand side compared to an immaculate or perfect-looking grassy lawn on the right-hand side. I'm proposing that perhaps I'm a landscaping service and I want to produce something like this for my marketing or for my social media. Now, I'm not going to add my special additional piece of text. Let's see what it produces. Now, I never doubted that Gemini couldn't produce what I asked it to. You could say that it hit it out of the ballpark. It did exactly what I wanted it to. However, I'm not really happy with these results because no matter what you ask AI, whether it's an image or whether it's text-based, which is probably more common for you and I, we have a vision of what we want, what we would like the output to be. And often we don't want to waste so much time writing out an incredibly lengthy prompt. We just want to get to the end results. Well, that's the beauty of this special line of text, which I add to almost all of my prompts. So in comparison, we're going to take this exact same prompt. I'm going to copy it, but we're going to start a new chat. We're not going to continue that chat. We're going to go back and start with this exact same set of instructions, but here comes my special line of text. And to make it easier, I've added it to my text expansion tool so I can add it with just a few keystrokes. So my special line of text is the following. Ask me 3 to 5 clarifying questions so you are 99% certain of what I want you to do. Whether I'm responding to an email, whether I'm creating a proposal, whether I'm creating digital media or images like we're doing here, I add this to almost everything because it comes up with questions that either I have not thought of, and I should have, or things that are going to help guide my AI bot is going to guide Gemini, in this example, to a much closer, if not the ideal result that I want. So this time, when I hit submit, it may say that it's going to create my image. I've tested this out a few times, but it's actually going to stop in this case, and it's going to ask me those clarifying questions. Now I can review them quickly and give it further insight. Some of these questions I may have assumed, some of them I may have not even considered. And the best thing is you don't have to reply or respond in full sentences. So, for example, let's go with number 1, comparison style. Do I prefer simple, clean, side by side, before and after? I really want a before and after because that's much more powerful. You may remember on the first prompt, those were 2 completely different properties, completely different lawns. So I'm going to say before and after. That's all I'm going to say. Just 2 or 3 words is usually enough. Art style. Is there a particular illustration style? Modern, friendly, detailed digital painting, simple watercolor, maybe something else. I'm just going to say modern in this case. I'm going to keep it nice and simple. Number 3, adding context. Should we include a house or background elements? A neighborhood. I'm going to say focus on the lawn. That's really what is most important here. Number 4, mood, time of day. Well, I do want it to be bright. I think that's going to be bright and sunny, I think is what I'm going to say, because even the sunlight on a bad looking lawn almost makes it look worse. And extra elements. Again, you don't have to answer all 5, but it can really not only get your creative juices flowing, it's going to help you get to the final destination, the best possible output that you can find. Should I include small illustrative touches, dandelions? In this case, I'm going to give it something completely different. I'm going to say no text or words at all. It's not really directly tied to that number 5, but that was something I really didn't like in the first iteration. And I find that when creating images in particular, AI loves to add additional text, which in most cases I don't want any of it. And in just a few seconds, it has produced this image, which I feel is a much better representation of before and after. We can see that it's the same home or the same building in the background. It is a much greater focus on the lawns and the landscaping than that first image as well. And just by asking me a few clarifying questions, it's gotten me closer to that final output. So no matter what AI tool you are using, and regardless of what you are producing or the output, add this clarifying question to the end of all of your prompts. Ask me 3 to 5 clarifying questions so you are 99% certain of what I want you to do. If you use a text expansion tool, this is the perfect thing to add, so you can quickly add this as often as you like. Now, if you have any clarifying prompts or special text that you're adding to your AI chatbots, be sure to share them with me and others in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching this video, and remember, you deserve to work without feeling overwhelmed.